Ladies and gentlemen, one can go on and on about AGRA. One can go on and on about agriculture, but one must now wind down in order to ask certain fundamental questions. And to me, there are 10 questions that we must put on the table in order to ensure that AGRA realizes her potential. Question number 1, which is the foundational question, is what is the reason why AGRA was created? Why did we create AGRA at all? And my understanding is that this organization exists for, among other things, for the sensitization of populations in a positive manner, that they can use the resource known as land to liberate themselves from the chains of poverty. Question number 2, which is equally foundational. What kind of interventions must AGRA make which are sensitive to the realities of the organization and sensitive to the realities of the people that they intervene with? And my understanding is that AGRA exists for, among other things, intervening in a manner that is sensitive to the cultural realities of the societies in which they intervene, and in a manner that is capable of addressing the economic needs and agenda of the country in which they are intervening. Question number 3 is, how does AGRA intervene? Because the manner in which you intervene is critical to the acceptance of the agenda that you are injecting into the environment. Because there is a sense in which there must be a time when the child which has been adopted must be released so that they are able to go, so that AGRA is capable of saying, behold, we found a child that was incapable of walking, but behold, because of our intervention, it can now walk. Number 5, what are the methods that you are using, and are they sustainable after your departure? In other words, are you entering into the arena with tools of engagement, which tools can be embraced, which tools can be understood, which tools, when deployed, are capable of being utilized in a manner that will be possible even after your departure? Question number 6 that we must have: with what agenda are you leaving? In other words, with what agenda are you entering the process? Are you entering the process with a view to ensuring that the economic health of that particular community is aided? And if you are going to do so, is it visible to that community, and are they capable of appreciating that your entry will make their lives better? And question number 7, once you have entered into the agenda, what engagements do you have with the local expertise that are present on the ground, so that they feel that they are part of the equation, and that once you leave, there are linkages which are there as a point of reference if need arises? And question number 8 that must be asked: what linkages are you creating for the people that you have intervened on their behalf, to ensure that if they produce, there are markets? Because Africa sometimes produces things that it cannot sell. And question number 9, what interventions are you making to ensure that the externalities which may undermine the communities are mitigated, so that these communities are therefore protected from the dangers that may visit them? And lastly, the question that you who are present there are so wedded to the process that the people can see that your zeal and zest and vim and verve at once are transported to them, and that you own the processes as if they were your own. In my view, I believe that if those 10 things occupy the space which informs your engagement, then AGRA will be doing a good job. And very lastly, to NEPAD and to the African Union African Union and NEPAD are useful institutions. What linkages do you have with organizations such as AGRA? What components of your budget find their way to AGRA, so that ultimately AGRA can be an organization that feeds from the breast of Africa? This is the question that African Union must ask. This is the question that NEPAD must ask. And if you ask these questions and answer them boldly, I have no doubt in my mind, African Union, that Africa will realize her Agenda 2063. Permit me to stop there. Thank you.